Hello, gorgeous people, and welcome to another TV Central One-on-One podcast. I'm Aaron Ryan. This is episode 48, 2023. FBoy Island follows three Australian women on their quest to find love. They are helping each other to navigate the world of dating as they attempt to uncover who are the self-proclaimed nice guys looking for love and who are the self-proclaimed F-boys, only there to play the game and win the cash prize. Molly O'Halloran was out to find love, and her final two were nice guy Nick Brown and F-boy Vernon. I think the audience were relieved, and probably so was she, that she chose Nick. Let's see if the two lovebirds from the finale are still together and what is happening in their lives. Molly and Nick join me now. Thank you guys for being here.
Hello.
All right. Look, I think we might get to the status of your own relationship at the end of the podcast. We'll leave that. We might look at the journey of the show. But first, quickly, let's start the podcast by asking for a quick update on Ziara and Isaiah. Are you able to tell me if these guys are still together? And for context, how long has it been since the finale was filmed?
So finale was filmed start of March, and Isaiah and Ziara are head over heels in love.
Woohoo!
They are very much still together.
That's awesome.
I was talking to them on Thursday, and we're just trying to tee up. They've got a Bali trip for August, but I'm trying to get them to move the dates to September so we can all go together. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Now Sophie ended up choosing F-boy Joshy, but he did the nice guy move and split the money. What's the update on those guys?
Yeah, Joshy did reform, but unfortunately they are not together, but still very good friends.
Oh, okay. There you go. At least he split the money. So yeah, he did the nice guy thing. And again, okay, now onto your own experiences. Nick was eliminated early on, even though there was a strong connection. So what was the reason behind that, Molly, for eliminating Nick early on?
Yeah, what was that reason?
Okay, to be fair, Nick is a very handsome looking guy and a very big guy, and I thought there's no way this guy does not get a lot of female attention. He's got to be an F-boy. And then he came out and said bros before hoes, and I was like, well, I've got to make an example of this man. And I unfortunately sent him home in the first elimination.
Nick, did you understand Molly's reasoning at the time, or like were you totally blindsided?
Mate, I thought I was safe. I had such a beautiful day with her. We had such a nice kiss. I was like, there's no way I'm going home. I told all the boys, I was like, I'm sweet. Don't worry. I wasn't even going to unpack my bags. And then I went and packed my bags up to get ready to go. But yeah, then she called me up to the stage and I was like, blindsided. I was like, what did I do? What did I say?
Molly, Nick and Vernon are obviously so different. You had the whole of a Australian audience yelling at their televisions, screaming, stay away from Vernon. But what was the attraction or the connection with Vernon initially?
I think Vernon, he's a good time. He's very easy to get along with because he's pretty jovial. He's pretty fun. He doesn't take things too seriously. And it was very kind of relaxed and easygoing. So yeah, there was a lot of kind of fun there that kind of got me on board initially. But following on from him being fun, there wasn't a hell of a lot of kind of an emotional connection or anything kind of long term there.
Nick, what did you think of Vernon, aside from the fact that he was competition and perhaps, jealousy there? Did you always think he was an F-boy and had the complete wrong intentions?
Look, I mean, the side that he showed me, and I don't know if he's trying to fool me as well, I didn't think he was an F-boy. Like, He looks like an F-boy. He's a fun guy. He loves a good party, loves a good joke. But the things he was telling me about how he really had feelings for Molly, and we got along so well. You know what? It was a really weird experience because I was also mates with him, but we were both dating the same girl, and we both had genuine feelings for the same girl as well.
Molly, do you have an update on Vernon? Have you chatted to him since the show's finished to just work that through? Also, do you know his status? Did he end up back with the ex that appeared on the show?
So I've definitely chatted to Vernon post show, and he actually has a new girlfriend now, Jess, who is really, really lovely. So in all reports, he's doing well, and in a nice relationship.
Okay, lovely. All right, there's only going to be one difficult question. I don't like clickbait questions usually, but I mean people want to know. So Molly, FBoy Island is what it is, FBoy Island. So there's going to be some kisses here and some kisses there, even when you might have a connection with one person. However, there was a point when the connection was very strong with Nick. Yet you did seem to take things with Vernon to a higher level behind that closed door scene that you would have seen in the show. As I said, people might understand a kiss with a couple of guys as you're trying to establish a connection. What was the thinking of taking things like to that little bit extra with Vernon when you seem to be so into Nick?
Yeah, I mean, I knew if I shut the door, I could get the answers that I was after. And it worked. And it meant that I had a pretty good idea of who was the F boy and who was the nice guy. So had the desired effect. Yeah.
Okay. And Nick, just the one difficult question for you, I guess. You've been off the island for a while now, since March, and probably have talked things through with Molly. However, you guys have probably only watched the episodes the same time as everyone else. So you have seen how things have unfolded and edited for the show. I guess, was it a difficult watch, especially with scenes like that one?
Yeah, look, that scene was probably the most difficult. I didn't know about it at the time, but we definitely talked about it prior to the show coming out. I mean, it's what, 4 months down the track now. Me and Molly have obviously built like a really strong relationship. It's not like, I mean, we were dating at that point, but it's not like we were going out.
Yeah.
So holding grudges about that sort of stuff, I don't know, like I don't see it to be necessary. It's nothing like, it's exactly what people would be doing in their day-to-day lives, dating outside of a TV show. So
yeah,
I don't know, like I'm fine with it now. And yeah, me and Molly are just getting stronger and stronger. So
all right. Now, I know that the premise of the show is someone looking for love, hopefully, obviously, with a nice guy. However, the show is called FBoy Island. Did you both really think it was possible to find love on this show?
Fuck no. Sorry.
Dare I say I was skeptical too?
Yeah, it's just interesting, isn't it? Because I mean, there are some people that find connections on these kind of shows. You probably thought maybe you'd find a connection with someone, but yeah, to find the right person is in a show called
I never thought I'd meet someone like Nick on on this kind of show, which was why initially I kind of had my walls up and sent him packing. But thanks to this experience, I've met someone really, really fantastic, and I couldn't be happier.
I think we're both very realistic people. Like when you're going on a show and it's a TV show, essentially, you don't think you're going to meet someone there that's going to, you're going to click with and you're going to become really close with. We both still like sometimes like say to each other, how the fuck did this happen? But I'm really glad for it, because without this experience, I would have never met Molly. She lives in Melbourne, 8 hours away. So
Molly, in reflection and seeing the episodes, were any of the boys perhaps misunderstood and were nicer than you thought, or vice versa? Some appeared nice, but really they were not genuine in the show?
I think definitely you've got to keep in mind that they are self-proclaimed nice guys and F-boys. There were some nice guys on there that I think probably in real life are a bit of a player. Someone like Joshy, who was an F-boy, I think is an absolute sweetheart. He may have been an F-boy on there, but I think in real life he's definitely a nice guy. So it is just a self-proclaimed status, and I'm willing to judge someone on their current behavior rather than a status.
There was one person on the show that I think the audience is split between. It's a bit of a mystery, and that's Justin. He turned out to be a nice guy, but yeah, as I said, he has a bit of a mystery about him. You guys would know more than most. So what's the go with him? Is he a nice guy or a F-boy, or what's going on with him?
Look, I
To be
roomed
fair,
with
Nick
him.
probably spent more time with Justin than I did. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I roomed with him. When it comes to like F-boy and nice guy, I feel like it comes down to who you meet, because there's always going to be that one girl that turns the F-boy into a nice guy eventually, isn't there? So, I mean, being in the room with him every night, all he would do was talk about Sophie and how much he was obsessed with Sophie. Again, whether that's for the show or not, I don't know. But the man was adamant that he was just absolutely infatuated with Sophie. Apparently, they were talking about kids, talking about a future. It's hard to say, but from everything, like, I got to know him pretty well, and I thought he was a pretty nice guy. I feel like the way he looks and the tattoos, they're more a facade, because he's quite a sensitive person. He's quite an emotional person. It's just like a rough exterior, just sort of to save him from, just save, so people don't pick on him, or people stay away because they think he's a tough, like, F-boy, but he's not. He's just, like, I think he's quite a nice guy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get to an update on you guys. And you did allude to this in the podcast already. So are you fully boyfriend and girlfriend? Are you taking it slow? What's the official status? And I know that you guys live in different states. So what's happening there?
Maybe she'll ask me out soon. I don't know.
Yeah, we have been dating for a few months post show and are officially boyfriend and girlfriend. We're doing long distance at the moment, which is horrible, but plans to move closer soon.
Mm.
So who's going where?
She's coming here.
Do you feel moving forward that being on the show will ever influence your relationship in any way, like how you're perceived by others? I mean, not that it matters. Who cares what people think?
That's what I think. I don't give a fuck what other. Sorry, that's not fair. But
Yeah, look, I hope not. I think, I'm pretty true to myself on the show, and I don't really like people who are just about status anyway. So wouldn't be room for my life, and wouldn't be room for them in my life anyway.
All right. And so what does the future hold for you guys, both professionally and personally? So what are you guys up to?
Well, Molly's trying to find a job and relocate down here. I mean, up here, sorry, to Sydney. I'm still I'm playing semi-professional rugby at the moment, and looking to try to get a contract in MLR. If I do, then me and Molly will go over to Miami and go and live over there for 6 months, which will be fun.
Wow.
All a bit up in the air at the moment to work out kind of what we want to do and where we're going. But, I'm sure we'll work that one out.
Yeah. All right. And just quickly, for the people that want to follow you on socials, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Browntown Funky Malone. I've always wanted to say that.
Sorry. And I'm on Instagram too, O'Halloran Molly.
All right. Look, what a fantastic season in terms of entertainment, but I'm glad there was a love ending for you both, and for Ziara and Isaiah. That's beautiful. I think people like watching the show for it's outrageous. It doesn't take itself, seriously, but I mean, you're sitting there like actually rooting in the end for people to have to find love. So it's so beautiful that you guys found love. Thank you so much for your honesty, and good luck moving forward. And thank you for joining me at TV Central.
Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah. Bye, mate.
All right. That was Nick and Molly still together from this season of FBoy Island. That's awesome. You can watch the whole series on Binge. And that's it for this podcast. For all the latest news, streaming info, ratings, television guides, and podcasts, head to tvcentral.com.au. But for now, I'm Aaron Ryan. Thanks to the lovebirds, Nick and Molly. Bye for now.